What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so many of us, I do, feel that LeBron James and Clutch Media and certain gatekeepers, corrupted gatekeepers within the media, colluded, and then conspired to concoct this BS story about him suffering this injury because LeBron James is incapable of accepting responsibility. He likes praise, but like a petulant child, the child narcissist, is incapable of being a responsible person. He's a taker. He doesn't give back. He's everything that I despise in the worst of us. I'm sorry. It's just how I feel. I've totally lost my objectivity when it comes to LeBron James. Now, at least I'll admit it to you. I tried to be, but what his team did to certain content creators who just didn't believe that he was the GOAT, what they did behind the scenes, showed me everything I need to know about this scumbag. He's a scumbag. Rich Paul's a scumbag. Most of those guys are scum of the earth, pieces of shit. In my opinion. But yet, most of us believe that he faked this MCL sprain BS to have an excuse because his Laker tenure has been a failure. Outside of that tournament Mickey Mouse bubble ring, every other year has been a failure. So you trying to tell me this guy deserves a statue, then Wilt Chamberlain deserves a statue then. Because in the 5 years that Wilt played for the Lakers, 4 of those years they went to the finals. 70, 71, they went to the conference finals. So if success is the standard for which people get statues, then Wilt deserves a statue before LeBron. George Mikan definitely deserves a statue before this balding fraud. So let's take this to Skip Bayless. Now, I'm not a fan of Skip Bayless. I'm not. And I don't want to go into all of it, but I'm not a big fan of his at all. But I definitely agree with how he feels about this whole MCL sprain nonsense. He believes, as I do and many others, that it's fake, that he's used as an excuse for another Laker playoff flameout. Veteran sports writer and personality Skip Bayless has been a well-known critic of LA star LeBron James throughout the fake Kings' entire career. After the Lakers were eliminated at the hands of the Timberwolves, Bayless decided to take a victory lap while also mocking James for an injury. Following defeat, LeBron was seen limping out of the crypto arena. Later it was revealed that he had sprained his MCL. While the injury was severe enough that LeBron passed on attending the Met Gala that he was a co-chair for, Bayless didn't buy it. Another LeBron playoff flameout in LA, followed by another leaked and planted excuse for a said flameout. Yup, he and his inner circle just did it again. Rich Paul, you are the all-time greatest at excuse planning with key media members. Never seen anything like this. I laughed out loud when I read the ESPN report that LeBron James has a sprained medial collateral ligament that will require 3 to 5 weeks of recovery. A longtime NBA trainer that I know very well immediately texted me soon after the story was posted, and he said to me in the text, "You cannot have a grade 2 MCL sprain and come back in the game." Yeah, so somehow with this MCL sprain, LeBron James played 40 minutes. And didn't show one sign of limp while he was playing. And even in the timeout, even getting up from sitting down, the few breaks he took, No limp whatsoever. Only when he gets dressed and leaving does he show this limp. And yet, despite suffering this MCL sprain, we now know, or strain, we now know that he went partying until 4 a.m. the very day that he suffers this supposed fake injury. But he doesn't go to the Met Gala because of the injury. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. He couldn't go to the Met Gala because he knew that there would be paparazzi and cameras all over the place. Not just photos, but video that would probably show him not limping at times when he forgets that the camera's not on him. He's a fraud. Why is it that people still, some people at least, still don't see this? He is a fraud. He's a charlatan and a disgrace to the NBA. And we cannot wait until he retires. So then when he retires, his influence wanes. And then those who are too chicken, too timid, too terrified because of retribution and the consequences of going against this fake emperor or wannabe mob boss, I think is a better way of putting it. That's pretty much how he runs his organization. He wants to be the man. See, the one time he couldn't pull that mob boss bullshit is with Pat Riley. But hopefully when he leaves the scene, those who still have their souls intact, those who haven't been totally corrupted by the media, will have the courage and, dare I say, the audacity to come out and say what needs to be said about this tramp of a man. And he'll come to me with this, oh man, you're attacking a black man. I don't want to hear that. This guy lost his black card years ago. Years ago. Don't even fix your big ass lips to even say that shit to me. This guy lost his right to use his blackness or supposed blackness in any way, shape, or form, and weaponization to anybody criticizing him on that. If it wasn't for that, I would be less harsh on him. But all the buck dancery and coonery he's done, this guy's hurt black athletes more than any other athlete I can think of in the past 20 years. This is no knock on Steve Nash, but more than likely Steve Nash is going to get back in the NBA some way, even though he had a horrible tenure with the Brooklyn Nets. Kudos to Steve Nash. Don't you think Sam Cassell deserves a coaching gig at this point? Man, this guy's been an assistant coach for years. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar could not get a coaching gig to save his life, nor could Bob McAdoo. These are all-time great players who, for some reason, could not get into or break into that good old boys network when it comes to coaching. Same thing with Patrick Ewing. Patrick Ewing was assistant for years until he said, fuck it, I'm going to go to college and coach through that venue. A guy with LeBron James' power and influence could help a brother get a coaching position. What he does, a black strong man in Darvin Ham, strong, good brother, went to the Western Conference Finals his first year, won the in-season tournament his second year. And what does this sellout do? Conspire to get him removed as a head coach. And his sellout followers cheered on. They got nerve to talk about how you talk about a black man. If you don't get out of my fucking face, But anyway, that's all I got to say about it. For once, I agree with Skip Bayless. This guy's an absolute disgusting fraud. He thinks that the NBA fandom is dumb. And you didn't want any smoke with Kevin Gates. Period. You didn't. Even though I think Kevin Gates is kind of weird, but you didn't want no smoke with him. You want to smoke with a 60-year-old man who's 8 inches shorter than you, but you didn't want any smoke when it comes to Kevin Gates. Coward.